Good afternoon, YouTube. Day 2 of the crappy 300ZX build, restore, whatever you want to call it. So I did a little research last night, found out all we got to do is take off that balance bar to get those last 2 coil packs out. So we're going to go ahead and do that first thing here. Get those last 2 coil packs out, finish our compression check. After that, we're going to go ahead and try to remove the upper intake manifold so we can go ahead and replace our injectors. I went ahead today and ordered a timing belt kit, which came with OEM Nissan timing belt, the 3 pulleys, water pump, thermostat, drive belts, camshaft and crankshaft seals, which I'm not sure if I'll replace yet. Depends on if they're leaking, I guess. I also ordered new fuel injectors. I ordered the new style fuel injectors and the kit to convert them, which is basically just some modified caps and longer hardware, I assume. Also ordered some other basic things, spark plugs, fuel filter, stuff like that. So when they come in, we'll do an unboxing and a little review just on site, and then obviously once we get in the car, we'll see how they go. I'm personally not into spending a ton of money, so obviously timing belt I bought a Nissan OEM Genuine because that's pretty important, and I don't want to have to go back in there. The whole kit has, you know, Nissan parts. I didn't cheap on those, but the injectors are pretty cheap injectors. Kit was a cheaper kit, so we'll see how all that works out. And like I said, we'll do some reviews, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and get started and see if we can get this upper off today and finish compression check. Alright, so finished the compression check. Everything was hitting full compression within 4 strokes, which I think is pretty good, or 4 rotations. It looks like, I don't know if I got these laid out right, but I don't know which one they call 1. I guess the driver's side front would be 1, which I think is the way I got it labeled. So we got cylinder 1 got to 170, cylinder 3 is at 190, cylinder 5 was at 170. 2 was at 175, 4 was at 180, and 6 was at 185. So they're all within 20 psi. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to do a little research tonight and make sure. And that was all up in about three rotations. I was usually going about a 110, 150, and then whatever their max was by 4th rotation. So I think we're good to go. I don't think I have any blown head gaskets. No significant leaks that I could see. I can tell you I left the compression gauge on cylinder 4 overnight, which started out at around 175, 180, and it still had 150 pounds when I came out this afternoon, which was almost 20 hours later. So I think the rings are still in pretty good shape. Don't think I have blown head gasket, which I wasn't really expecting because this isn't a turbo model, so we're not pushing any boost or anything. So what I'm going to do now is kind of jump into the upper intake manifold and see if we can get that off today. I know it's kind of difficult, so we're going to see how it goes. Might have to stop at some point and go watch somebody else's video, because like I said, this car is a learning process for me too. So if you have any suggestions, or just let me know in the comments. So I went ahead and put the spark plugs back in just so nothing falls down in our combustion chambers. I do want to tell you, I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it up on the camera, so we'll have to see it once I get the intake manifold off. But the manifold is incredibly dirty inside. It looks like it has quite a bit of, I don't know, oil, gas in it. It looks disgusting. So it's going to be getting cleaned thoroughly when we take it off. How oil or gas got in there, I'm not really sure. So that's something we'll probably have to do some investigation on tonight, but see what it looks like once we get it off. So it just clicked in my head. PCV valve issues is probably why there's a ton of oil in the upper intake manifold. So maybe we'll look into replacing the PCV valve and put a catch can in that whole system too, if we can find a place to fit it. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple things here. First of all, this bolt back here for my grounds, that went ahead and snapped off. So we'll have to retap that. A lot of the coil pack connectors are broken, so we're going to go ahead and replace all those. Fuel injector clips look good. Like I said, 2 of them weren't even plugged in, so that's probably a good reason why it ran like crap. Check this out. So if you can see right in here, this hose right here, it looks like a heater core hose, and it is pinched in there to the point where no fluid's getting through there. So that's we'll have to figure out what's up with that. I guess somebody got the wrong hose, or maybe it's installed improperly. I'm not really sure, but we'll have to figure that out once we get the intake plenum off. As you can see, I got all the wiring out of the way, disconnected the fuel lines, disconnected the accelerator and cruise control. I'm sure there is some stuff I'm missing, especially here in the back. But I think we're going to go ahead and loosen the plenum bolts and see what happens. So, sorry about the cut short, but my battery died on my camera and I haven't seemed to found my second one yet. I'm filming on a Hero 4 Silver. I've had this camera for a while. I haven't used it in a while, so I'll have to find the rest of my accessories. I did not get the intake manifold off, as most of you probably could have guessed. It looks like I still have quite a few PCV hoses to disconnect and both of the EGR tubes. We're going to delete the EGR, so we're going to go ahead and cut those tubes off and not even worry about getting the bolts out because I heard they're kind of a pain in the ass. We're also basically just going to cut any other rubber hose that we need to because I don't really feel comfortable in putting them all back on. I can see most of them are swollen already, so we're just going to prevent the inevitable and just change them all now. We also are going to go ahead and replace the timing belt, the water pump, the thermostat, the camshaft and crankshaft seals, the tensioner, and then I got a new intake manifold gasket. We're going to pressure wash the manifold and get that all cleaned up and everything like that. So stay tuned for the continue exploration and restoration of the 300Z. Thanks for watching. See you next time.